Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. So today we're going to be taking a look at this phone right here. This is the Samsung Galaxy A05s. This actually released back in 2023 around September. And this device basically covers every single facet when it comes to features. It's not going to be the highest spec device, but it does everything and some when it comes to basically functionality and usability. No rockage on the cameras, so I really like that the cameras are very plush, and yeah, it just has a really nice look to it. It feels really good to use still right now after 2 years. This phone was promised 2 years of OS updates and 4 years of security patches, meaning that it was released with Android 13 and it's supposed to get the Android 15. And so that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I think this phone is really solid. A lot of people, if they found out the price of this phone and they saw the quality of it, they would not believe that they wouldn't believe it. They would actually think that this device was like maybe, at least $500 just looking at it. But no, this phone is actually $100 or less depending on where you get it. And I'll leave the cheapest links down below. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, make sure you stay locked in to the end of the video, because we're going to be going over the new software for the Galaxy A05s. So make sure you stay locked in to the end of the video. If you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. Yeah, so this phone is solid in almost every single area. Like there's nothing that it really doesn't have. It's got, the 50 megapixel camera. It's got, it doesn't have 4K recording obviously, but it does have 1080 60 and 1080 30 frames per second. It also does have a beautiful 6.7-inch display. It's gonna have a 1080 display as well, which is really solid. It's also going to be running on the One UI 7 now. After this video, I'm going to show you that in just a second. It's got a headphone jack on here. This device also does have a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, facial recognition. Oh shoot, it's 11:11 right now. It's also going to have dual SIMs on here, so you get dual SIM card support with this device, which is pretty solid. So you could use 2 SIMs in this device at the same time. It has the facial recognition, the fingerprint sensor, NFC on here as well, which is solid. Right now, excuse me, I just drank a soda. So right now, if I go into the About phone on this device, I just want to show you the software information. So it's running Android 14 6.1 with the March Play Store update. I actually have to update this thing. It says to restart. I'm going to restart it in a second, but yeah. Oh yeah, so let me show you guys real quick. This device does have a really good overall feel to it. It feels really good. It's actually getting the One UI 7.0 right here, as you can see. So this is being updated. I'm going to go ahead and resume the downloading. So yeah, it's giving you Android 15 on this phone, which is the last software update on here. And yeah, it just, for $100, this is gonna be crazy. It does have 128 gigabytes of internal storage. So you do get 128 gigabytes on this one. There's also a 64 gigabyte model. This also does have 4 gigabytes of RAM. Really good optimization on this phone. With the Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 processing chip, this phone actually feels really good. I think Samsung should always use Snapdragon chips, because whenever they use a Snapdragon processing chip, it seems like the phone just flies through everything you try to do to it. So yeah, we do have that. We also do have 90 hertz refresh rate on here, adaptive. So you can get that 90 hertz refresh rate on board. and you get everything that you would normally get on a Samsung device. But you know, this is going to be like entry level, and I think this is a good starting point, especially for somebody who just came from a flagship and maybe they sold their phone and try to, you know, like save a lot of money. I feel like the smartphone industry now is very materialized to make you buy the most expensive devices. And if a lot of people aren't even using those features, especially like the cameras, which they advertise the most, then it doesn't make sense to spend the money on it if you're not even going to go out and take some professional shots on there. If you don't have like a business that you're actually using the camera for, if you're just a regular person and you're just using the device for your own leisure, then I would highly recommend something like this. So this has the game hub for gaming on here, so you could do your gaming or mobile gaming. It just has a really good feel to it overall. And I feel like this device is very suitable for many people in this space, in the entry level space. Oh, he just got, that's crazy what he just did. Wait, that's a carry. That's definitely a carry. Nah, he didn't just, I'm not even taking him serious no more. But yeah, this phone is actually pretty solid. Really solid in my opinion. So yeah, let's just go through this video. This also does have 25 watts fast charging as well. So that's one of the things that kind of, you know, Samsung has been good with their phones. A lot of phones in the market are like 25 watts charging. Even the Galaxy Fold, I think that I'm using, the Z Fold 6 that I'm using, is like 25 watts charging. So this one actually holds up on all levels. Basically, it just doesn't have the dual speakers. It doesn't have the screencast option, which allows you to share your screen to a bigger TV. But this is going to get that new update that is being released right now. And so the update is very large in size, and in features. Obviously, you're getting all the features here that I did talk about in a couple of different videos at this point. If you're brand new to the channel, definitely go back and watch some of those videos and just pause the screen so you could read some of these features, because I did read these. If you can't watch those, just pause the screen and you can read these features for yourself. But it's so enormous in features that it's going to take too long to read these out. So yeah, I definitely think that this is going to be pretty solid here. This device doesn't have edge panels, so I just want to mention that it doesn't have edge panels. But I'm going to go ahead and restart the device and show you guys what this device is looking like on One UI 7.0 Android 15. But if you're still here, just type down in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm, okay? All right, guys, so yeah, this is the One UI 7.0 on the Galaxy A05s. Go ahead and get it started, show you guys around the phone, kind of walk you through the new software. So yeah, you will get the notifications and quick settings on this one. You will get the new improved layout with all of the new animations and icons, and even like the new battery percentage bar. It also does have a new battery animation when you're charging it. So let me show you that real fast. When you charge it, so it's at 100%, so it's not going to do an animation. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't do the animation when it's at 100%. That's kind of weird because it says fully charged. So yeah, I can't really show you right now, but yeah, this device does have like an overall new look to it. So this one's gonna have a it's not gonna be an AMOLED panel like the A16 and A15. It's gonna be like the A14 with that LCD panel on here. So you can see the facial recognition did kick in. Now it's telling me that we have our notifications and quick settings on separate sides. So if you swipe across, you can get to either side depending on which one you're trying to get to. So then when you swipe down once, it's going to give you your notification or your control settings right here. And I can swipe across and I see my notifications. Then when I swipe to this side, I have to swipe down one more time and I could see all my features right here. So you can see we have everything, including Dolby Atmos for when it's wired connection or for when it's actual physical headphone jack connection on here. We also do have, you know, other features on here like, let me make the brightness, make this brighter. So you can control your sound and you can control your brightness, and you can see that these toggles work really nicely, very smooth. The darkest black is pretty decently dim, but it's not AMOLED, so it's not going to be like as dark as like the A16 that I just talked about. I'll make sure I link that video as well to this one. And you will notice that this will be missing the smart share or the screencast feature, which is pretty much the edge panels and the smart share feature is the only things that this one is missing when it comes to like overall features, and then the dual speakers as well. But other than that, this device pretty much has everything that you would need. So you could actually edit the settings right here, so you can add more. It does have emergency sharing. You do get the smart songs. I like how when you tap them now they go up versus like long pressing them. So that's kind of cool. That I like that feature. You could also click here for media output. You can actually toggle this around and change the order. This is actually pretty cool too. So if you want to have the brightness and these features at the top, you could change that. You could put it all the way at the bottom. It's up to you how you want it. You could put the Wi-Fi at the top. You could put this at the top. So everything is kind of customizable now with this new layout. This is even controllable, so you could put this like right here underneath. I like that feature. That's actually pretty solid. Like, so I'd probably just stack these up top right here, and then maybe put the brightness all the way up top, and then put these three right here. This one over top of those three, and then have those three at the bottom. So yeah, it's up to you what order you want to do it, but I think that's pretty solid that it lets you do that. Everything else is not, you know, you can't customize everything else, but I really like that. Let's see. Let's put this back right here, and then yeah, that's pretty solid. I like that a lot. So now you could see when you swipe down, now you're getting all those options, and then when it hides the letters. So one of the things that's pretty cool is that when you swipe down, you won't see what it is until you swipe down again, and then you can see the letters or the words. So that's kind of cool. Then you can also reset, restart. In medical info, you could also customize the side button with this one, and that's my flashlight. So if when I double press the power button, I get my flashlight. I like how this device does have tap to wake and tap to lock. Facial recognition works good. Let's check out some of the widgets on here. So wallpaper styles, widgets, themes. So if you go right here where it says settings, home screen settings, you can still customize the app size now with this one. So you could make the apps a lot larger. You can also change it so that the widget labels are labels for featured widget. So it will basically have the labels on the widgets now. And you can customize the home screen to have it just be the home screen, or without apps, or with app draw. The grid you can also customize now, so you could do 5x6 now with the apps. So that's kind of cool. And then app grid, you can change to 5x6. So it's 4x6 or 5x6. Let's do the 5x6 so we can actually fit more apps on the grid. So that's actually pretty clutch. I like that a lot. And then the folder grid, 4x4 or 3x4. And then they have show apps right here with the home button. Add new apps to the home screen. Rotate screen. So all those features are there. You have your widgets right here. So the new layout for the widgets looks really good. I like these new battery indicator widgets right here. So if you have Bluetooth headphones, it's gonna show the battery percentage of each thing paired. Right now it's just showing the phone, but when I do connect another device to it, it will show the battery percentage. So that's kind of cool. And then they have the calendar right here. So they have some really cool widgets right there. I like the new design and layout of this. Voice recorder, everything right there. So the calendar, they have some new calendar widgets which look pretty cool. All of them look sick. I usually do lists, but when I want to do my to-do lists, I put this here. And then yeah, I like to have a lot of widgets, especially just to see what they're gonna offer. You have your optimization right there, your digital well-being, and you can see that this phone just feels really good in hand. Gallery widget, global goals widget. You also have your reminders right here. I like to set up reminders. That's the one I was actually looking for right here, not this one. So let's go ahead and delete this one. You could even do stack widgets. So when you put one widget over top of the other one, you can create a stack. So if I wanted, I could put this one over this one. Let me see. Yeah, though it has to be smaller, I think, than the one you're putting it over top. But it's the same widget, so it's not letting me put that over top of that one. But yeah, you could stack them by dragging them over top of one another. So if I move this one over here and I put it there, now it's just a stack widget. That's kind of cool that they allow you to simplify everything like that. So that's kind of cool to play around with. More of your routines, stuff like that. Weather, let's see if there's any new weather widgets. So I'll probably add one of these too to the stack. Let me see if I can add this to the stack. Okay, so yeah, that one's not letting me, but yeah, you can create stacks, which is nice. So yeah, as far as the app tray, they have settings here for the app tray, and also it ties into the home screen settings, so you could search for your apps right here and basically find everything you're looking for when you swipe up. So these are all my apps. It does have that the horizontal scrolls. On my A14 and A16 and A15, it had the vertical scroll. So this one has the horizontal scroll. So yeah, everything just flies through. This phone is actually a beast for the price. I mean, you could do pretty much everything you want to do on this device, and it's not gonna fall behind when it comes to performance. So I'm definitely impressed with it still to this day. And then yeah, everything else is pretty straightforward. So we do have the side button shortcuts, our labs right here for multi-window. We do have side button for flashlight, motions and gestures, double tap and turn over to mute, one-handed gestures. You do have your screenshots option. The gaming hub is on here. They have now the Galaxy avatar. This is how you could create your own sticker of yourself. So you can create it using the camera. And if I take a picture of my face, it can automatically generate an avatar for me. So which one is male? I think this one's male. I don't even know what the third one is, a kid. So female, male, and then kid. And then basically it just generates the avatar for you. You could customize it to your personal preference. I'm gonna customize the hair. But I might have to do this at a later time because it's gonna be too much time to do this. Let me see which hair is probably this one right here would be mine. My skin is a little bit darker than that, so I would probably go like a couple shades darker, like right there. And then you could change the style of the clothes and stuff like that. So the shirt, let me see if they got any hoodies. I got some pretty decent clothing. Let me see. Maybe a vest. The vest, okay. Let's do the jeans, matching jeans. The cargo jeans, okay. The skinnies or the wide legs. I don't want to do too skinny, but yeah, this is definitely pretty cool. I definitely recommend you play around with your little, they got the hammer pants and the sweatpants. And then the shoes, let's see, what is this? These are like socks, okay. Let's give them the neon socks. Let's change the kicks up. And then you get the hat. So yeah, you could do everything. And then when you're done, just hit save. And then that's your avatar. So yeah, you could go back in and customize them how you want. And then download stickers for it as well. This is gonna be pretty fun to play around with. As well, so you can see you have to just download the avatar stickers. So that's done in the store, the Galaxy store. And then the other thing I like is the camera has been updated too. So I wanted to show you the camera. So right now it's on my face. You can see the new layout right here. If you hit this button, it basically takes you to your aspect ratio. So hit that button. You get the 50 megapixel, the 13 megapixel. Let me take a shot right now with the 50 megapixel I just took. Let me see the photo I took. And you can see the detail when you zoom in on the 50 megapixel, it gets really close up without pixelating anything. So when you're using the 50 megapixel, you want to get all the details. That's going to be really good for that. And so yeah, you could get a lot of information there. So yeah, the new camera layout is solid. They have auto flash. They also have right here scene optimizer, QR code scanner, and they also have some other features right here you could mess around with. Scan documents, portrait mode. You could customize the aperture and the strength. So they updated that. Let's go back. Let's go back. And then what other features? Let's go to view more. Night mode. You also do get your macro camera right here. And the settings, you could change the aspect ratio on the macro camera. And then even you could change the filters. So if you want to change the filters, you could do that, make it warmer, cooler, frosty, blossom, soft, and grayscale. Also with the video mode on there, it's going to give you 1080 60 frames per second. And they have these buttons here so you can do more zooming in with just the buttons. So you get up to 10 times, 4 times, 2 times, and 1 times. And then when you scroll, you can get the little wheel. So it does a pretty smooth transition right there, as you can see. So I like the new layout with the camera and the ease of use when you're controlling it, because the buttons are a lot easier to press and stuff like that. Then you get this option right here to change the, the picture. So Full HD 60, Full HD 30. You can change the aspect ratio right here as well. So this is going to be a good phone. I definitely think this is going to be a good phone for most people, especially in this price point. You still get
Android 15 and 2 more years of security updates after this. Let me know what you guys think about the Samsung Galaxy A05s in the comment section. And if you're still here, just type down in the comment section below, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. I'll hit you back. I'll check you later, crew. Namaste.